Grey Hulk. The original Grey Hulk had a much lower strength level than later versions, but made up for it with intelligence and a cunning attitude. He was smaller, not as durable, and couldn't achieve the same rage-based power increases. This Hulk was more of a nighttime menace with sarcasm and strategy. Rather than a pure force of destruction, his limited strength places him near the bottom of the Hulk power scale. But before we list and rank all the most powerful Hulk variants, a real quick ask that if you're new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button now. It's one small click for you, but a huge deal for us. Thanks. Spider-Hulk. On Earth 122, Peter Parker transforms into Spider-Hulk after exposure to a gamma-mutated spider. This version merges Hulk's rage and strength with Spider-Man's agility and speed. The resulting creature is a hulking arachnoid beast, immensely strong but lacking Peter's intelligence and control. While not as mentally sharp, Spider-Hulk's gamma-fueled might makes him a formidable brawler in battle, capable of delivering devastating blows powered by sheer fury and mutated muscle. Zombie Hulk. Zombie Hulk is one of the most terrifying versions of the character. Once infected, he loses all sense of humanity and becomes a relentless, flesh-eating monster with Hulk-level strength. His power is amplified by his hunger, tearing through entire cities in search of victims. Without reason or morality, Zombie Hulk becomes an unstoppable force of undead destruction, fueled entirely by instinct and rage, without the limits of any kind of conscience. TV Hulk, Lou Ferrigno. The TV Hulk, portrayed by Lou Ferrigno, was a more grounded and vulnerable version of the character. He had great physical strength compared to humans and could smash through walls or flip cars, but lacked the godlike power seen in comic Hulks. He could be injured by bullets and eventually died from a fall. This version focused more on emotional conflict than raw power, making him probably the weakest Hulk on screen. Hulk 2099. Hulk 2099 is a future version with savage enhancements. He retains the Hulk's brute strength, stamina, and durability, but adds razor-sharp claws, a whip-like tongue, and full intelligence. Unlike classic Hulk, he can transform at will and maintains his mind while powered up. Hulk 2099's ability to function in a dystopian future while delivering violent, intelligent justice makes him a formidable force among alternate Hulks. Weapon H. Weapon H is the ultimate hybrid of Hulk's strength and Wolverine's savagery. With gamma strength, adamantium claws, and an accelerated healing factor, he's basically unkillable. Unlike other Hulks, he can shapeshift into Red Hulk or leader versions, and gain new powers like flight or psychic ability. This makes him not just a Hulk with claws, but more like a Swiss Army Hulk. Weapon H is pure war in humanoid form. Joe Fixit. Joe Fixit is the Grey Hulk who combines raw strength with cunning intelligence, operating under the radar as a Las Vegas enforcer. He didn't rely on sheer fury, but rather strategic moves. His strength grew with anger, though not as rapidly as the Green Hulk. Fixit was more controlled, less monstrous, and more self-aware, making him a unique blend of Banner's brain power and Hulk's brawn, deadly in both brains and muscle. Green Hulk. The most iconic version of the Hulk, this form gets stronger as his rage intensifies. He's often seen fighting Avengers-level threats with increasing durability, strength, and stamina. The anger-triggered transformation gives him a limitless potential in theory, since his power only grew with emotion. Though not the smartest variant, his sheer force made him a top-tier threat. His classic green form remains a defining symbol of the unstoppable brute strength of Marvel lore. Rick Jones Hulk. When Bruce Banner was separated from the Hulk, Rick Jones temporarily took on the role. Though inexperienced, Rick possessed strength comparable to the original Green Hulk. His transformation proved that the gamma energy within Banner could be transferred, and his raw power was more than enough to hold his own. While short-lived, this time as Hulk showed that even a non-scientist could unleash some serious muscle with the right gamma radiation. The Incredible Hulk. The Hulk from the Yost animated universe is a classic powerhouse, known for his raw strength and relentless rage. He can smash through virtually anything. He's not very intelligent, but what he lacks in brains, he makes up for in brute power. Appearing in titles like Hulk vs. and The Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, this Hulk was built for combat and dominates most physical confrontations. The Incredible Hulk, 1996 animated. The 1996 animated Hulk combines classic comic design with amplified animated ferocity. Voiced by Lou Ferrigno, this version of Hulk brought more intense rage and destructive strength than his previous TV counterparts. He was capable of massive physical feats, smashing through anything in his path. Though limited by his medium, this Hulk stood out for his heightened aggression and raw power, setting a new animated standard for the Jade Giant. Red She-Hulk, Betty Ross. Betty Ross transformed into the Red She-Hulk with powers that surpass standard Hulk templates. She possesses immense strength, enough to punch through dimensions, and can siphon gamma energy from others to weaken or revert them. Her enchanted Asgardian sword adds a mystical weapon to her arsenal. While lacking consistent control, her ability to suppress other Hulks and her sheer physical might make her a dangerous wildcard in any battle. She-Hulk. Jennifer Walters received her Hulk powers through a blood transfusion from Bruce Banner. Her strength grows with rage, yet her ability to maintain intelligence while transformed provides her with a unique tactical edge. Though not as strong as her cousin in raw power, she balances might with control. After events like Civil War II, Jennifer has demonstrated enough raw strength to stand alongside many of Marvel's heavy hitters. Scar. The son of Hulk and Kyra the Oldstrong, Scar is a blend of brute force and ancient elemental energy. He wields the Old Power, giving him control over planetary energy, and has inherited the Hulk's legendary strength. Though slightly less durable than others on this list, he remains an immensely powerful force. Even a defeat by Iron Fist does little to diminish his spot amongst the most devastating Hulks in combat. Savage She-Hulk. Born from the powerful lineage of Hulk and Thundra, Lyra, also known as Savage She-Hulk, channels strength differently than others. The calmer she is, the stronger she becomes, reversing the typical Hulk pattern. Though her strength at peak relaxation rivals many powerful Hulks, her combat efficiency suffers due to this unique requirement. She is formidable, yet her unusual power mechanism makes her less effective in chaotic or high-pressure battles. War Hulk. War Hulk was born when Apocalypse enhanced a bannerless Hulk into a weapon of war. Stripped of Bruce's mind, this Hulk embraced destruction and was appointed the Horseman of War. His strength was massively increased, though capped. He couldn't grow stronger with rage. Despite his limitation, War Hulk was devastating in battle, combining raw brutality with Apocalypse's technological upgrades. He's a war machine, remorseless and engineered solely for massive physical annihilation. Merged Hulk. Merged Hulk, also known as the Professor, is the combination of Bruce Banner's intellect, Grey Hulk's attitude, and Savage Hulk's strength. Created through psychological fusion, he embodies balance initially. With brains and brawn in one form, he functioned as a heroic and highly capable Hulk. However, emotional instability caused the Merge identity to break down. Though powerful, this Hulk occasionally reverted to Banner's body, making his immense strength dangerously inconsistent under extreme stress. Claw. Claw is the Rage Hulk buried deep within Hulk's subconscious. Released during the Axis event, far more brutal than Grey Hulk, Claw possesses telekinesis, regeneration, and immunity to telepathy. He devastated an elite team of Avengers with raw fury and psychic resistance. Claw can perceive astral forms and overwhelm enemies with mental and physical might. He is strength unfiltered, a destructive expression of every repressed emotion the Hulk ever buried. Hulkpool. Hulkpool is the outrageous fusion of Deadpool's chaotic immortality with Hulk's unstoppable strength. Triggered by gamma radiation exposure, this version combines healing, swordplay, and sheer force into one absurdly powerful being. Hulkpool is unpredictable and incredibly destructive, capable of tearing through enemies while cracking jokes. Though not the most stable Hulk, his fusion with Deadpool makes him pretty much impossible to kill and brutally effective in combat. An unhinged powerhouse with that regenerative savagery. Green Scar. Green Scar is a hardened warrior Hulk fused in the gladiator arenas of Sakaar. Unlike earlier versions, this Hulk retains tactical intelligence and uses focused rage to fight with unmatched power. As his strength evolved, he became the strongest being on the planet. His mastery of combat and sharpened discipline makes him one of the most powerful Hulks. His fury eventually drives him back to Earth, stronger and more dangerous than ever. The Hulk, 2003. Ang Lee's Hulk introduced a more emotionally driven and visually exaggerated version. Despite the film's terrible reception, this Hulk was incredibly strong, able to take a direct hit to the eye without blinking. He could leap miles and toss tanks like pebbles. His physical size and abilities expanded with emotion, showcasing the classic "the madder he gets, the stronger he gets" mechanic. While stylized, this version still embodied Hulk's immense physical might. The Incredible Hulk, 2008. Edward Norton's Hulk gave audiences a brutal and relentless gamma giant. In his fight against Abomination, this Hulk demonstrated not just strength, but tenacity and combat skill. He withstood artillery, tore through buildings, and used his surroundings with brute precision. Though later replaced in the MCU, this version was no less powerful. His destructive capacity and durability during the final battle proved that he was one of the most formidable cinematic Hulks. The Hulk MCU. Mark Ruffalo's Hulk evolves with each appearance of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, blending brute strength with human complexity. From smashing Chitauri in New York to battling Fenris and Surtur's forces in Ragnarok, he's consistently shown top-tier strength. While emotionally conflicted, his rage still fuels devastating attacks. His strength peaks when fighting Thanos, and as Smart Hulk, he balances might and intelligence, representing the MCU's ever-changing version of controlled gamma power. Doc Green. Created after Bruce Banner was shot and healed with the Extremis virus, Doc Green is intelligence and power fused without limitation. Stronger than Merged Hulk and unrestrained by emotional triggers, this Hulk can increase his strength well beyond usual gamma thresholds. He retains Banner's intellect and strategic thinking, making him dangerously effective. Though eventually depowered, Doc Green remains one of the most refined and powerful gamma-powered versions ever created. Ultimate Hulk. Ultimate Hulk is raw, untamed power. Born in the Ultimate Universe, he is ferocious and uncontrollable, often overpowering allies and foes alike. His strength is immense, capable of lifting nearly anything, even versions of Mjolnir. He rips through enemies without restraint and survives impossible odds. Ultimate Hulk's lack of control only amplifies his brutality, making him a terrifying, rage-fueled force with one of the most chaotic power levels in any timeline. Amadeus Cho. Amadeus Cho, one of Marvel's smartest minds, became the Hulk by absorbing Bruce Banner's gamma radiation. Unlike other Hulks, Cho retains full intellect and emotional control while transformed, allowing him to calculate and strategize mid-battle. His strength rivals classic Hulk forms, but without the limitations of rage or mindless destruction. Cho's version of Hulk is efficient, composed, and incredibly powerful, proving brains and brawn can coexist in one unstoppable gamma-powered package. Venom-Hulk. When the Venom symbiote bonded with the Hulk, it created an insanely powerful hybrid. The symbiote gave Hulk enhanced agility, webs, and heightened senses, while Hulk provided nearly unlimited strength and durability on top of that. This form briefly appeared during Absolute Carnage, turning Hulk into a monstrous fighter. Though defeated quickly by Carnage, Venom-Hulk was a terrifying blend of raw might and feral unpredictability, a glimpse of what happens when two unstoppable forces become one. Devil-Hulk. Devil-Hulk is the dark embodiment of Bruce Banner's hatred, both for himself and the world. Unlike most Hulk personas, Devil-Hulk has no desire for peace. He wants control and domination. His strength is psychological and physical, overwhelming and sinister. This Hulk is a calculated destroyer, not a mindless brute, and has often tried to exterminate humanity. He stands apart as a dangerous, vengeful force born from rage and pure emotional trauma. Red Hulk. Red Hulk is a gamma powerhouse with a deadly edge. He can absorb radiation from others, weakening them while boosting himself. In battles against other gamma beings, this gives him a serious advantage. His strength scales up with his heat, becoming hotter the angrier he gets. Though eventually overpowered by Green Hulk's limitless rage, Red Hulk remains one of the most destructive and strategic Hulks to ever challenge Earth's mightiest heroes. Old Man Hulk. In a future overrun by chaos, Hulk reigns as a monstrous brute with disturbing power. Grown grotesquely massive and savage, he devours Wolverine whole in one bite. Despite his advanced age, his Banner form retains Savage Hulk-level strength. While his healing factor may have weakened, this version still dominates through sheer physicality and madness. His overwhelming size and primal brutality makes him a horrifying force in Marvel's darkest timelines. Maestro. Maestro is Hulk twisted by time, power, and insanity. In a dystopian future, he becomes a tyrant after killing all other heroes. Absorbing lethal amounts of gamma radiation makes him stronger than any standard Hulk form. Even the merged Hulk couldn't challenge him. Though powerful, Maestro's strength is limited by his mental instability, making him dangerous but not infinite. His strength is perfected through experience, but corrupted by domination and pride. Hulk the End. In a world stripped bare by time and apocalypse, Hulk survives as the last living being. He heals from anything, even being devoured by mutated creatures, and his strength endures through centuries of pain. This Hulk is ancient, weary, but still nearly indestructible. His body will not give in, but emotionally he's broken. Left alone, Hulk realizes he's not just the strongest there is, he's the last there is. and it hurts. Breaker of Worlds. 10 billion years into the future, Hulk evolves into a cosmic god known as Breaker of Worlds. Towering above galaxies, he becomes a universal destroyer capable of smashing planets with ease. Possessed by the One Below All, this version consumes cosmic entities like Franklin Richards and Galactus. No longer bound by Bruce Banner's humanity, the Celestial Hulk becomes an unstoppable embodiment of destruction on a scale beyond comprehension. World Breaker Hulk. This Hulk emerged when his rage reached cosmic levels after losing everything on Sakaar. Fueled by focused fury, he returned to Earth and shattered tectonic plates just by walking. No force could match him until Sentry intervened. His strength nearly destroyed the planet, making Worldbreaker Hulk the most dangerous incarnation ever. A being powered by limitless rage, with the might to bring entire worlds to ruin. And those are all the most powerful Hulks ranked. What are your thoughts? Which one's your favorite? Did we miss one? Leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss these deep dives and strange lore. We'll see you in the next one.